Hello everyone, and welcome to another week of beverage, books, and bump dates. This week was an amazing reading week. I finished, I think, 3 books and started 2 other ones, and it has been so much fun. First things first, let's start with beverage. I am drinking a decaf vanilla latte in this Valaris mug that one of my friends made me. It is one of the best bookish gifts I've ever gotten. So let's get into books now. I finished 2 or 3 books this past week and started 2 others. I finished the second book in the Bound and the Broken series. This is the 3rd one. It's what I started this week. I finished the second book of Darkness and Light. I started and finished This Is How You Lose a Time War, which is a nice little short novella, super invigorating. I kind of wanted to take a break from my series, a palate cleanser, but also that book has been on my TBR for so long. The authors are actually from the city I live in, so it was really cool to read it. I think it was one of the most unique stories I've ever read, and I don't think I'll ever read something like that again. It's not a genre I typically read or the writing style, so it was really fascinating for me to complete. I read The Exile, which is the next novella in the Bound and the Broken series. I absolutely love that. I rated it 5 stars, 6 stars if I could. I love how this author writes novellas of side stories or side characters to really elevate the greater story overall. The books are starting to get chunkier and characters are starting to become more complex. There's a lot more introduced. So having the novellas help really elevate the story. So I can't wait to see how it impacts the main storyline in the regular books. Started of Wings and Ruin. The books are starting to get chunky. I started on Wednesday and it is Sunday now. I'm about like a third-ish of the way through. This is why I kind of read books side by side. I can have a little bit of a break if I need to. Second book I started this week, actually last night, is a book that has been blowing up online, Heated Rivalry. Actually, I live in the city where Shane Hollander is from. I had to know what it was about, you know? Like, I love hockey romances, so I finally jumped into it. I started it last night. I am 86 pages in. So really just breezing through this. I like having a fantasy and a romance side by side. So depending on my mood and what kind of pace I want to read, I can just choose which one accordingly. So that is this week's edition of Beverage, Books, and Bump Dates, and hope to see you next week. Bye!